Okay, good morning students. We are starting with our example number 5 and sum number 5 of income from house property. Okay, so for your revision purpose I am discussing once again comparison of municipal valuation, expected rent and standard rent. Okay, and then after whole process I will repeat for that. Okay, so if you have any doubt then it will be solved by this lecture. Okay, so first of all we all know that first of all municipal valuation will be provided. Municipal valuation, then expected fair rent, and standard rent. From these three components, first of all we have to compare these two components and we will select higher value. Then after selected amount will be compared with standard rent, and here we will consider lower amount. Okay, then it will be our step number 1. Okay, then after actual rent received or receivable will be provided. Okay, please consider that here that when we are getting rent received or receivable means amount receivable minus unrealized rent. Please check that unrealized rent will be deducted here. Okay, so this is our step number 2, and then after step number 1 and step number 2 will be compared. Okay, and here we will consider higher value. Okay, and it will be our gross annual value. This will be step number 3. Then after from this gross annual value, deduction will be of loss due to vacancy. From gross annual value, loss due to vacancy will be deducted, and then after we will get final gross annual value. Okay, so for your ready reference and for your understanding purpose I am repeating this thing once again. Okay, so we will starting with the sum which is given in the book. Okay, you are also provided with in Telegram. Okay, so first of all I am writing these three components. Okay, so we have provided here house number 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Total 5 house information is provided. Okay, so here 24,000, then 30,000, then 27,000. Okay, then here 27,000 once again, then 24,000 and 30,000. Okay, then after once again 30,000, then 27,000, then 24,000. Okay, here 24,000, 27,000. Information is provided in the sum. Okay, 30,000. Okay, then after once again 27,000, 30,000 and 36,000. Okay, here information is provided in this way. Okay, so first of all we will have to compare these two components. municipal valuation and expected rent, then higher value will be selected. Here 24,000 and 30,000, then higher value is 30,000. Then after it will be compared with standard rent. Here lower value will be selected, means here 24,000 and 30,000, then higher value, that is rupees 30,000, and it will be 30,000 will be compared with standard rent, that is rupees 27,000. Here lower value will be considered. So 27,000 will be considered here. Okay, then after 27 and 24, so higher value is 27,000, and 27,000 will be compared with standard rent, that is 30,000. Here lower value will be considered, means 27,000. Okay, then after 30,000 and 27,000, so 30,000 will be selected, it will be compared with 24,000, so 24,000 will be the value we will calculate here. 24 and 27,000, then higher value is rupees 27,000, it will be compared with 30,000, so here 27,000. Okay, then after we will here compare 27,000 and 30,000, then higher value is 30,000, and it will be compared with 36,000, so here 30,000 will be considered here. That is our step number 1. Okay, so 27,000, 24,000. Okay, then after 27 and 30,000. Okay, that is our step number 1 is completed here. Then after in step number 2, actual rent received or receivable, information is provided to you about that. Okay, and here irrecoverable rent word is used, that is our unrealized rent which our tenant is not paying to us. Okay, so it will be deducted from that. Okay, so actual rent received or receivable is provided here. In first house there is no unrealized rent or irrecoverable rent. Please check that here dash. Okay, no information is provided, means actual rent received is rupees 36,000, so no requirement of any deduction from that amount. Okay, then after 24,000 in house number 2 and irrecoverable rent is rupees 6,000, then we will have to deduct 6,000 from rupees 24,000, because unrealized rent will be deducted from rent received or rent receivable, so it will be rupees 18,000 here. Okay, then after house number 3, no irrecoverable rent is provided. Okay, so 36,000 will be considered here. Okay, then after another 36,000 is provided here, so here also not irrecoverable rent is provided. Then after 27,000, here irrecoverable rent is provided, so it will be deducted from amount received or receivable. So out of 27,000, 4,500 is our irrecoverable rent. Okay, so 22,500. Okay, so here in step number 1 and step number 2, higher value will be selected and it will be known as step number 3 and gross annual value. So between 27,000 and 36,000, higher value is 36,000. Then after 27 and 80,000, so 27,000 is our value. Then after 24,000 and 36, then 36,000 is higher value. Here also 36,000. Okay, and here also 30,000. Okay, so this way amount will be calculated. And then after loss due to vacancy, here information is provided our loss of rent of vacancy period. Okay, so in house number 1 and 2 there is no vacancy, loss due to vacancy. Then after 6,000 in house number 3, house number 4 it is rupees 12,000. Okay, and in house number 5 it is rupees 9,000. So here our final gross annual value will be Gross annual value minus loss due to vacancy. Here nothing is given as loss due to vacancy, so no requirement of any deduction here. Here in 27,000 there is no also requirement. Okay, here 30,000. Okay, we are deducting. Okay, 36 minus 12, 24 will be there, 24,000. Okay, and then after here 21,000. If we match with our book 36, okay, this is correct, 27 also correct, 30,000 is also correct, and 24,000 and 21,000. I hope that you students are all understand that. Okay, so please, this kind of calculation you have to make in the examinations. Okay. Okay, our sum here is completed. Okay, I hope that students you are understand well that. Okay. Okay.